Yeah, no, it doesn't work.
Yeah, I think it does work with the mechanism cables. I wanted to avoid using the Ender IO conduits um, because they do cause a bit of lag. But it's not as if this server has got thousands of people on it building hundreds of thousands of cables and conduits. So, and the other reason is too that I haven't used thermodynamics since 1.7, so I wanted to just see what's changed. A squeaky chair is squeaky. Um, farm. Hey, Boom. So what I need next for the farm is pulsating crystals, pulsating iron. That's pretty easy. So let's get some of that going. Some of the ender pearls I just got
Nothing gave
from
me
my ender pearl.
pulverized obsidian.
Yeah, you've got to watch that, particularly if you have got. Oh, you got to check the recipe first. What are you trying to do?
No, waste your power.
Excellent. So I'll just make
Nah,
four to
that like
start
silver
with.
blazing rod thing or whatever it is that was downstairs gave me that pulverized obsidian.
Oh, right, yeah.
So what's the atomic reconstructor used for?
That is a kick-ass mining tool. It mines super quick. It vein mines depending on what mode you're in. It's not bad to make actually, material-wise, but you need to get started on mechanism to do that. Can you hear my brother talking, Boom, when he does? I haven't adjusted his sound level, so I don't know how he sounds over the stream.
Pulsating iron.
Yep, need it for the farm. And I need a Z logic controller as well, so I need a slice and spice. Just where my skulls come in, machines, chassis, solarium is, I believe, soul sand and.
Why, so your hammer is as good as mine.
What'd you put on your hammer? You used iron for handle and head. What'd you use for the plates?
Cobalt.
Ah, cool.
Because you can repair this shit, can't you?
Yeah, what you do is you drop it in the tool back in the tool forge, and you use one of the materials you used on the head, so either the head or the plate. So in your case, you'd use iron because that's the cheapest. In my place, I'd use brass because I use brass for the plates. And you can replace it as well. Like even replace the handle with the treated wood because I use treated wood planks or wood sticks or whatever. on my handle because it doesn't have a negative effect as far as durability, but it actually causes it to slowly repair over time. It's not very good, but later on you replace it with what is it? There's a slimy, can't remember. It's something that as you get experience orbs, it absorbs the orbs and repairs itself, which is cool.
No, that's cool.
I'd have to look at the book. I can't even bother doing that. Actually, I think you've got my book.
I wonder where it came from.
Yeah, I just put the books on the bookshelf up there so we can share them. Most of the stuff, like Actually Editions, just spawns a book whenever you bloody do anything from Actually Editions. But I made some of the other ones. Alright, did get gold, soul sand, gold.
So what material are you actually after now?
What?
What ores are you chasing now?
Oh, nothing. Yeah, nothing really. I'm more just converting or creating some of the top tier ores or ingots so I can start making some of the Ender IO stuff. So I've got to make a slice and spice from Ender IO to make the farm, because the farm needs a Z-Logic controller. Which needs Solarium and that pulsating iron that you saw. So these work tables are pretty cool. You can just build stuff in there using the ingredients in the middle section, and you can lock the recipe using right click on whatever gets built, because as soon as you build something it stores the recipe on the right hand side window, and you just right click on it to lock it so it stays there, it doesn't get overwritten.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
Music's a bit loud.
No, lava.
Alright, so I need to build that, which I am out of iron bars. I think I've got some iron bars from downstairs when I was going through that. Not many. Just make another set. Chassis. You'll need a shears, iron axe, and a skull. Too much stuff here. Get rid of that.
The only problem is you get 3 times more of a chance to go into fucking lava.
With what? With the slime sling and stuff.
Nah, with the 3x3 hammer.
Oh yeah, but in the overworld it's pretty easy to avoid. When you're in the nether and when lava flows 3 times quicker, that's when you got to be careful. Because if you hit something and you hit a pocket of lava at both of you, it's basically on top of you before you know it. I did that when I was in the nether last time. Fried myself.
What's this resonating ore?
That's for a mod called Deep Resonance, where you can create power from crystals. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Go sleep, Aslan.
Go to sleep, baby.
She just stirred. Now she's laying there.
Slice and spice.
Now I'm gonna get lost. Oh no, there it is.
Oh, when you get back to here, type / set home and then home. Set home, or one word, then space home. And then all you do is when you're out and you want to come back, you just do /home and you teleport back straight away. Money, I need money. Money.
Thanks. Lapis is just for ink, really, isn't it?
Nah, lapis is for heaps of stuff.
What's this monster jerky?
I think I just typed /home before and it worked. Let me try it. That works. Just /home. Monster jerky is stuff that I dried. If you get monster flesh and you hang it on these racks up on the stairs, it turns into monster jerky. Like that's already set up here. I was trying to diversify the food situation, and then I realised that Spice of Life isn't even in this pack, so we don't have to eat different foods to get the same amount of nourishment. So I need a Z Logic controller. Do you have to eat so noisily? Jeez.
Cows are still the best.
Yes, they are. Celerium, silicon.
Gotta go hunt some cows.
There's a bunch of pork chops up here on the shelf. We'll make a cow farm.
Full of fat bitches.
I dropped my lunch and then spread it all over my table. Yeah, I typed set home home. I think if you just type set
Every time
home,
I
it
go to
doesn't
go, I realise I need
doesn't
another
recognise
sword
it.
because this one's about to blow up. No, she had something in here.
Oh, I need to make the tools. Tools again. Where are my sticks? Carrying all this extra crap around. Go, slice and spice, go.
Ooh, okay.
If you make a golden lasso, you can go and capture them. So you set up a little farm area with fences, get a golden lasso together, go and right click on them with the lasso, and then you can bring them back and just right click on the ground within the paddock, and they'll drop in there. And then you can set up what is it? I think it's a farming stuff. No, there's a couple of. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. I'll find it. Yeah, there's an automatic feeder, which will feed them and make them grow. And there's Railcraft's got a feed station. I haven't used one of those before though. And I think the feeder will actually kill them as well, and it'll farm them when it gets to a certain number in the actual thing. It won't farm baby ones, but it will kill the adult ones.
No.
You know, you can use this furnace over here instead of that.
Yeah, I know.
Or, you know, you could upgrade these to iron furnaces or something like that, just to give that little bit of boost. Mystical Agriculture has got some pretty cool furnaces, but we need to start that as far as farming.
The fuck? Did you hit me on the way out?
No. If no, I didn't. So you took taking damage in here.
Nah, I went on the way out. And then got up outside and I took damage.
Oh, there's a beehive somewhere. Bees actually do sting you if you get too close to the hive. See how many diamonds I found? It's like just vein after vein of diamonds. It was crazy.
Yeah, I did see that in there actually.
Time to farm.
Yep, she's up this time.
God damn it. How have the boys been?
Yeah, really good actually. You slice and dice.
Yep, I got the farm running. Well, not running, but built.
Dude, you got an arrow hanging out your arm.
Yep, just got shot. The sound of a bottle of Coke opening. Oh, I was going to sleep, wasn't I? Man, the loaded fries, the chicken and gravy loaded fries from Chicken Treat, pretty awesome.
Oh no, she's gone back to sleep. Which is good, 'cause she's only had it enough.
Dude, why'd you move over here where it's all rocky? Now I've got to like build a farm area, dirt and stuff.
You didn't have to follow.
True that. Don't even really have any dirt, to be honest.
Spoke too soon.
Because I jump so high, I'm not really concerned about how deep I dig these holes. That'll do.
Yeah, have you set a poison thing at the door?
No.
Like, come in through the door.
Are you getting poison?
Now open it, but don't go through it. Wait for it to close, and then go push yourself against the door.
What?
Oh no, it's that thing up the back there.
Ah. I was wondering what the hell's going on.
No, it seemed to be every time I got stuck at the door, I was getting shot. Well, dying.
Really need to make a builder's wand as well. That'll make these storing this sort of stuff a bit easier. But by the time I do that, I will have finished this. Bugger it, I'll get a builder's wand. What sort of wand options have we got? Cheapies. That's right, disable the builder's wand in this pack, because what actually happens is you can duplicate blocks. You can just have one item, one block in your hand, and you can just place down heaps of blocks. And then of course you can go and break them, and once you break them you get those blocks as drops. Rinse repeat for unlimited supply of anything you want. So there's, what are these unbreakable ones? No, Nether Star, okay. A Blizz Rod, interesting. Diamond. sticks, no problem. What? That was weird. Where did that come from?
What are you doing, punk?
What are you doing?
I was going to build some fencing.
Dropping stuff under the crafting table as I'm using the crafting table. Did I take your sticks?
No, I don't think so.
Well, that didn't grow too efficiently. Now 7, is it 15? Yeah, 15 each. 15 by 15 is the maximum farm size when you use the alternative capacitors, so I guess that I need to use... I'll accommodate that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 1 will be the farm. Get rid of these random bits of stone. Cobble. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1 is there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. That's ultimately where I want it to be. Which means that I need more sand to push out a little bit this way. But that's a starting point, then it will work out from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need another 2 down here as well. Okay, then. And it's starting to get night time again. Now power. Power. To start with, this only uses 40 RF per tick. Extra Utilities has got a wireless power transmission. Wireless. This little baby here, RF transmitter, maximum 80 RF per tick. I've got a resonating, got heaps of those. I don't need a stone burnt. Stone burnt needs to go into a resonator. So resonators, any block coal. Let's do that. Which means I need a power source for that. So I'm going to have to do solar panels, because I think the only other thing I can use is the manual mill without needing stone burnt. And of course you've got your solar panels here. So this needs stone burnt, windmill needs stone burnt. All these extra things that generate power. I don't even have a dragon egg. What's that? Antenna. Cool. Oh, I can do this. What are our other options? Draconic's got a pretty cool power system using these IO crystals. That's pretty heavy duty stuff. Or I could just run power. I might just run power using the flux duct, because why not? Thermodynamics. Flux ducts. Now, whereabouts is this? Where are we here? We are at 2258.922. So 258.922. I didn't check the Y level. That's okay. Oh, that was pretty close. Let's just go along here. Hopefully it doesn't stuff up back this way like we had before in the last. I ran out already. In the last playthrough we had that weird artifact where it kept breaking. Hasn't done it since I restarted the server, so yes, need some more redstone. And what am I out of? I'm not out of anything. Is there a sheep up there? Here. Actually, that. Come on. Does each one of these have to fill up with RF before it fills up the next one, or so if we just go, that should make a difference. But with that there, I no longer have the ability to transfer items, so it may be prudent to either change it to Ender IO or use the what's it called? Thermal. Just want dynamics. Resonant, is it? No, it's item ducts. If you have a look, in JI and you do at the at symbol, then DYNA, these viaducts that are in there, I'm going to build those, man. I don't know if you've seen them before, but they are so cool. They're like a transport system. Our base isn't big enough yet to have them, but you you build them underground, and then you right click on it and it shoots you along this tube. It's very cool.
I just made a electric furnace and won't work with your power duct.
Where's the electric furnace from? What mod?
Industry craft.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that is very particular in what it connects to. I think it only connects to mechanism cables and its own cables. Alright, so only fluids and redstone, not items. Well, that's a shame. So it looks like I'm probably going to have to go with the Ender IO conduits. I mean, there is XNet, I think. No, XNet's not in this pack. Damn. Ender IO. It is then. Got some item ducts. Or do I go straight for enhanced? Could do. I need some enhanced anyway because I need to make the next level capacitors at some point. Redstone gold glow. Yes. Try making the use the thermal expansion furnace. Yeah, IC2 is something that you really need to start from scratch because it's a very much a self-contained mod. It doesn't work well with other mods. Although ironically, a lot of the products made by it are all dictionaried, so like iron plates made in IC2 machines can be used in a lot of other mods, but they just don't work well with each other's power systems or anything else really.
Yeah, which kind of sucks.
Yeah, with the thermal expansion, the thermodynamic system, they've got a pretty cool upgrade system. So instead of having like 2 or 3 or 4 different levels of, say, furnace, like Mystical Agriculture's got the different, like 5 or 6 different furnace types, and they dictate the speed and how much power that gets used. With thermal expansion, you just build the basic machine, then you upgrade it through or via the upgrade kits, like the hardened kit, the reinforced upgrade kit. You just sort of step it up, and then it's got you can use other things like the augments and stuff in it. It's a pretty cool system once you get into it and adding upgrades and stuff. You can really tailor it to speed or power efficiency or whatever you want to do. So the redstone furnace, basic redstone furnace is what you want. You can build a few of those, or you can just use the alloy smelter from Ender.io.
Yeah, I'll just use that alloy smelter.
But I wanted to build energetic alloy. So got gold, got a little bit of redstone.
I'm stuck and I'm getting shot by something.
Where are you? Upstairs.
No, yeah, no, it's all good. I'm out now.
Creep up.
Oh, great, never got an Enderman here.
Yeah, he's just angry at me.
Oh, he's shooting you. I'm not sure to say you shooting him.
Nah, I just looked at him. Oh, don't build the fences like that. It doesn't matter. Yeah, you can do that. Because you need to keep 7 blocks on either side of this farm. Yeah, just threw my sword away. That's alright.
What do you mean?
Well, the farm's got a range of 15 blocks overall, so if you have to keep 7 on either side free, like if you go to from this side to the brick wall or the cobblestone wall that's here, that's 7 blocks in total. Because the whole farm, when it's fully upgraded, we can do 15 by 15 in a square. It doesn't matter, I can break them later and just... Because the farm won't go 15 by 15 to start with, it's only like 4 by 4 or something. Noob Enderman. Come back.
Yeah, take that shit.
It's another one.
I hate that sound.
Yeah. But I got 4 Enderman head. We need that for some pretty cool stuff later. 2 pearls. I found an Enderman spawner in the bottom of the rogue dungeon that's over underneath that tower.
Yeah, I know. I ran into it.
Oh, when you were down. Oh, did you? Oh, because you went. Did you follow my little tunnel that I made?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, as long as you don't look at their faces, you're fine. Can't remember what I was doing now. I was doing the stuff. When you finish that farm and stuff, you can start working on storage drawers to put all this cobble in.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Keller, how are you?
Yeah, Addison's going to wake soon.
Where is that zombie? There's one above us. That guy's in a very good shot. Useless. Let me... Oh, these... That annoys me how it gets overridden like that, but oh well. Right, energetic alloy. Conduits. I need conduit binder to make conduits, but we've got a bit of that. So that should be 2 sets, I hope. I made 16 last time, didn't I? It didn't work, so 3 sets. Let's try 3 sets. 3 sets of that. Let's put that glass in there. Cerium, gold. Need to get our AE system started pretty soon. I need to eat. Yes, I do. I should really get my item. No, I'm not going to need to put the items down there. Yes, I will, because I want to push the items into a dedicated furnace. Right, so we've got you. Items. Need more conduit binder. Do I have any? I've got some binder composite. And binder composite was what? Gravel. That was interesting. Interesting little bug, that one. This capacitor I found is really effective. too short. That's annoying. God. Keep. I've got such a bad memory. It's redstone.
There you go. She's all fenced.
Cool.
So what do I need to get? A golden lasso or something?
Yeah, golden lasso. That'll let you grab only one at a time. But yeah. Sweet. Looks good. That's right. I have to set the capacitor to output on that side.
Yeah, she's awake. No, she's lying there anyway.
Yeah, probably not for long. So if you go to do mechanism, you might want to move it to a different room because mechanism does take up a bit of room. Or I'll break these two machines here, and I'll move them away because they won't ever get used for anything. So run your mechanism stuff along this wall. That'll be cool. just realised you asked about what the atomic reconstructor was before, didn't you?
You said something about mining.
Oh, no, that's, well, it can be used to generate ores and stuff with the proper lens attached to it. No, I thought you were talking about the, what's it called? The atomic disassembler, that's the miner. This here is what converts normal vanilla stuff into stuff that's usable by the mod, actually additions.
How did I get an induction smelter in here?
I broke it when I wasn't, my inventory was full, so you probably picked it up because of that.
Okay, what do you want?
I just put it in a chest, put it in this small storage crate here next to the furnace. Okay, so that doesn't work.
Yeah, so when Renee gets back from the shop, she's going to come here and grab Alec and then head over.
Okay, cool. Where is my other... RF tools, Hammy, input, output.
You got a cow.
Yes. Just going to put normal ones in here because moo. Lock. Damn it.
How many cows do you need?
Probably you just need 2 to start with. And then you fence them into a small area, maybe a 5x5, and then you put the feeder in there.
We've got 3 of them.
Yeah, that's enough. No axe, no seeds. Okay. Some more here. Can make an axe out of this. That's fine. Whoops. So now I guess what I'm going to do is to make my area down here. I hope this doesn't break the... Yeah, cool. Now, I need to get a crafter. Stage 2, so I need a stage 1. Need a metal frame dye, blue dye, which I think I do not have. Yes, I do. That's light blue dye. Or is that any dye? Any blue dye? I can use lapis as well. Okay.
I think I can hear a slime.
What was that?
I think I can hear a slime.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm going to have to bail for a bit.
Alright. This was going to be RF tools. Iron, lapis, nugs, golden nugs. There's some nuggets there. Put some gold in to cook. I don't have any gold. What's going on? Oh yeah, looks like there's some gold there. Maybe. Yep. Cool. Let's get rid of all this stuff. Change frames. Some crafting tables, some redstone, so I need sticks, that, I need redstone. One, two. Crafter, stage 1, and stage 2 is more. Oh, so 1, 2. Still got power. So what I'm doing here is I'll just block that there. Okay, so we want to create wooden stuff because we've got wood. We've got an ample supply of wood up here. Let's grab some of this wood. So our first recipe needs to be wood. Now we want to turn this on to activate so it doesn't go through and just smash out a whole bunch of recipes. So one of these, so you've got a 4 of that, apply. And then 2 of those is equal to 4 of those, apply. Actually need to get sticks. Axe, one, apply. And that is actually going to be keep 1. So that is external. This one is internal. This one is internal. Oh wait, apply. Oh god. External. Apply. Internal. Okay. Don't know if I've got any more oak wood, but we'll soon find out. No, so I have to wait for it to generate. And I don't think it's growing because it's night time. Wrong way. Fool. Okay, so we got, need to extract on green. We need to put a filter in here. We don't need to put a filter in there, I don't think. So input is on green, on input output. Insert extract can be on brown. In out insert is on brown. Extract can be on green. Always extract. Can always extract. Cool. We don't want apples appearing in here. We certainly don't want any more than what we've already got being produced. So we'll just leave that blocked off. I think you can actually do that with, remember that. Then I can take them out, but yeah, whatever. So when that iron axe runs out, it should put in this wooden iron axe. So we'll find out eventually. And then any excess of, once that gets to 64 oak wood, we want the remaining oak wood to go into a furnace. And we can, what did Demicon make? He must have made, don't think he got around to making a different furnace to the IC2 one. I mean, I could, yeah, it needs to be powered. Furnace, electric furnace. Yeah, let's go with a redstone furnace because we can upgrade that to make it faster. Thermodynamics. No, we need tin gears. Copper gears. And bricks. So, I think I did have, yes. I'll just do this manually because I can. What am I missing? Redstone reception coil. put the metallurgic infuser here. In our redstone furnace. Actually, our redstone furnace, this one, we need to put over here. Which means we need to make filters, because we want to filter the oak wood into that. So standard basic item filter, paper and hopper. You make, oh, that's right. So this needs to be input output again. So inserts are exporting. It's importing on green. So we want to import on green as well. Because the crafter will fill up as a primary, you'd think, unless I can output on round robin. You're outputting round robin with the other one, so let's put this here. Let's put that, it's for insert. That'll make charcoal. Then how are we going to do this? I'm pretty sure we can make the water go. Damn it. Underneath maybe, hopefully. I think for the moment we'll just output on some obscure. Just go blue, always active. Insert on blue. Oops. Insert on blue. There we go. So now we've got our charcoal and water fully automated into that system. That's full up now. So that should just keep getting stuff put into there. Not quite tall enough. The old OP lol, how are you? Got Discord because I have a server on playing space astronomy and I can change the mod back to whatever you like. Just tell me that you want to play and I'll tell you the IP and tell me what mod pack. Well, I run my own mod packs and servers, so thank you for the offer, but not required. This official ATM Lite server is actually on my server space anyway, along with my other mod pack I do the Let's Play on ATM2 that actually runs on a server on the same hardware. Damn it. I wonder where my Yeti wrench went to. Alright, but I'm going to take a break for the moment. What's up?
What's up, nigger?
Got the tree farm working, and I got the automated system, which is now fully powering or feeding stuff into the dynamos, even though they're not actually producing anything. Yeah, it's interesting. We are out of power already. That should be working. Insert. Maybe I haven't actually put the... It has to be blue, doesn't it? Yeah, blue. I didn't configure this thing properly, so yeah, that didn't work.
Oh, so what's to do with this? You've got it, so it's just putting wood in here. So it feeds wood back to it.
It's not supposed to. It's supposed to bloody put coal in there.
Oh, that's why you had the furnace down there.
Yeah, but what's supposed to happen, it's supposed to feed the oak wood into the redstone furnace. That creates the charcoal, and the charcoal is supposed to export back out on the same line. But what's actually happening is that it's taking the wood out and pushing that out. Because it's got charcoal. Because it's got the charcoal there, it might not actually... I mean, because it's got the wood in here, it might not actually be allowing the charcoal to come through. Which is incorrect.
What were those things you want me to make? The storage cabinets or something?
Storage drawers. Just the single ones. Basic drawer. So it looks like I'm going to have to put filters on this just to bring charcoal into here. Either that, or I need to put this stuff at the bottom. Game sounds. Music off. Whoa. station. There's going to be a wall of them, so I guess back where you are now. Just start putting them up there. You can build a drawer controller and put that in the middle, and that'll link them all together and allow us to connect when we get the mass storage or when we get the crafting system up, applied energistics. You can just attach it straight to it. What was I doing? That's right. So that should be feeding, but it's not. Well, where the hell is the charcoal going then? That's bottom there, which is fine. So auto output, auto input. Okay, it's not round robining its output. So that should feed one by one. There we go. So it puts one in there, then it puts one in there. Just round robins it. Alright. It should be alright now. I shouldn't need to tweak that anymore. And that system's expandable. I can upgrade these again. Or I can just add more in that line there. And if I can speed that up, then I can feed this. So if the farm's running fast enough and it's able to keep up with the energy requirements, so that's only got 6, it's only got 34, but it's not generating power at this stage. And this is still pumping through there. I think I may need to upgrade this a little bit. Yep. So let's do some upgrades for that furnace. the redstone furnace. It's bronze. Good on you. I do have bronze. Just enough, I think. What's going on? Right. What can you make with as an augmentation to the redstone furnace? Well, it only has one augmentation at the moment. Oh, that's pretty self-explanatory. Secondary product, well, we wouldn't need to use that. Destroys excess. Gain additional food. Additional ignite when smelting. Fluids to extracted from logs. That's pretty cool.
I'll put the draw controller in the center.
Yeah. Nah, down the bottom. Delete that middle drawer. Put it on the bottom so we can get access to it from the bottom as well as the back if we need to. What are you doing? You need to use an axe.
Yeah, I know.
It's like once you get the Tinker's tools, you don't really have the normal tools anymore. So I've only got a broad-headed axe, and I'm not sure if that will even break. Just one, but might break all in a 3x3. Let's give this another upgrade. TD, thermodynamics. We need electrum. Electrum is...
Alright, so what does the storage controller do then?
silver and gold. Well, it's pretty cool, right? If you've got a whole bunch of different items in your inventory and they're already in these storage drawers, if you double right click on that storage drawer, it'll take all the items out of your inventory that are already in the storage drawer network. And it also allows you to put item cables or item conduits to it, and that'll interface with the rest of the network. Like what it does, it allows any other controlling unit or networking system to see every single item in the storage drawer that's connected to the in itself as a big inventory, basically a massive chest. The compacting drawers are pretty cool too, because you can put an ingot in there and it breaks it up into its associated nuggets of dust. Like you can put redstone in there, and it'll allow you to it'll allow any connected system to see the associated amount of blocks, dust, or anything else it breaks into. So make yourself a key, and then you can right click on the drawers and you can lock them. So if they become empty, like at the moment, if you take all that cobble out, that'll just become an empty drawer again. But if you lock the drawer with a key, if you empty all that cobble out, the cobble will stay there. It won't allow anything else to be put into it. Damn it. Then upgrade, which needs an electrum, which means I need silver and gold. And I've got stuff all gold. Gold. Silver. Haven't found an overly great amount of silver. Yeah, where you found that Enderman spawner, it was like one level above the bottom level of the rogue dungeon, and down the very bottom there's got all sorts of cool vanilla enchantment books and powerful items and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, once you get Tinker's tools, it's not really worth it. I mean, you can find blazes down there, so that saves you going to the nether. You can smelt this stuff down, like if you make like this iron excavator head, you can smelt that stuff down by putting it back into the smeltery.
Oh, like the extra shit.
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool. It's nearly out of fuel though.
Got our electrum silver gear. Oh, that should be pretty straightforward. Fuse quartz. Second upgrade. It's getting there. It's starting to build up charcoal now, which is good. And that should be around about the same rate as the thermalities extract. But I guess if we start using some extra power, that won't really make a difference. I really want to pull out. I'm going to use the item flux ducts, or item ducts. Because I want to transfer items. must make the opaque one so it doesn't cause lag, maybe. That's pretty expensive.
I have a mystical brown flower.
Yeah, that just turns into a brown petal for use of Botania, like the stuff that's upstairs with all the flowers.
Flower power.
Exactly. So this dropper is actually quite a distance away. I just made those ducks and I realised that I've already got the Ender IO conduits in the back of that, so that's going to be an issue unless I go from the top.
No, cobblestone's full.
Yeah, you can craft upgrades, just craft a gold upgrade to go in there, and that'll increase it by another certain number of stacks. I don't know if I've gone too far or not. Where am I at there? It's X267.
Do we have obsidian?
No, not on me. No, you'll have to get some lava and water and mix it in the smeltery to make some. So 1 bucket of water, 1 bucket of lava. If you put it in through where the faucet comes out, just in the smeltery drain, don't click on the actual faucet itself. You click on the drain itself, you right click the bucket, and it will go into the smeltery. So you do 1 bucket of lava, and then as soon as you put 1 bucket of water in there, it starts to mix and creates obsidian. Then you can use the block output.
Okay.
This one here, casting basin. 267 that was, wasn't it? So that was right there, so I'm pretty close. But I think I was further over that way. Maybe. No, so I need to go across 2, and then I should be right. To the... There we go.
Can you still create endless water?
Yeah, that's what's underneath the 2 cobblestone blocks here. So where under the smeltery, you've got those the 4 blocks of source water. You just use the bucket on that. So you only have to really search for lava, because you can't create infinite lava by just putting it in blocks like that, but water is like that. Whoops.
It's in some weird place.
Still want to maintain the access
There's a lot
down
of
here.
bookcases and shit in it.
Oh, that might be a
And a
stronghold.
spawner.
Oh,
There's
where are
a
you?
bee spawner.
Oh no, you're over. You're actually in the rogue
Ah,
dungeon.
this dude's got a shield.
Yeah, you're actually over in the rogue dungeon. It's worse than the nether over there. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I'm supposed to be doing this for my Botania setup. Duh. Idiot. Hello, dickhead. I need more, which means I need more fused quartz, which means I've got all these blocks of quartz here. Should be able to break those down, I think. Where'd they go there? I think. Usage. Not easily, obviously. Pulverizer makes 4. Mana infusion makes 4. Crusher 4. Oh yeah, cool. I can just use them straight up. Use make fuse quartz, so that's good.
So how much obsidian does it make per thing?
Just 1 block. So 1 water, 1 lava will make 1 obsidian, 1 bucket of each. Did you think that was doing it automatically?
Yeah, I was thinking maybe it created an error and just thought, no, you need to do it this way, you dickhead. Suppose I'll just go to the nether.
What, for more lava?
Yeah.
No, there's heaps of lava down at the bottom level. You just keep going down the stairs that I made all the way down to Y level 10, and there's heaps of lava pools around. Actually, what I would do is take one of those tanks near the blast furnaces, or the coke furnaces, that holds 16 buckets. So you just put that down, fill it up with 16 buckets of lava, then bring it back up, put it back down, and then take the lava out with your bucket. That's the easiest way to do it.
Where's that?
Over near the the coke furnaces and the big tank that's at the back there, the IE stuff.
Got it.
Now, how do you configure these things? Oops, not like that. I'm guessing you need to use these things, filters. Servos. Get some more tin in there. Top the tin up. Oh, cool. Is that actually working now without me doing anything? Nice. Cool. So without even doing anything, that has... Axe just broke. No axe. It should feed it back in. There you go. Okay, so while I'm here, I want to create the flower that stops magnets from working within a radius. And let's just see what that's called. I'm going to put this to there. Probably need to move gravel into these things. Why has it got two? And aside that. Gravel. Dirt, diorite, gravel. Did you lock any of these drawers? Doesn't look like it.
Nah, but I made the key. I just popped it in one of the chests. Yeah, it's in the little one next to the lasso.
Yeah, if you right click the actual drawer controller, it locks every one of them, or you can just right click each one individually. Solagnolia, I think it is. There you go. Yeah, Solagnolia. Redstone root, that's pretty easy to make. Grass and redstone. Grass. Well, that's interesting. I think I need a scythe. Oh, I can just use, where are my shears? I don't have a spare set of shears. Oh well. Grass. Okay. Blue, red, and 2 browns. Blue, red, and 2 browns. And my bucket is not in here. Bucket of ye olde water. Cool. Okay, so now my thing is working. Now it's not. So it's a handy little flower if you get that annoying effect, like I just did. Alright, I piped the charcoal up to the precision dropper up here, and now it's dropping the charcoal onto the ender flames for Botania and generating constant mana. So that's infinite mana basically. It's not fast, but it certainly does the job.
where did my cows go?
Didn't touch them. Maybe they, I don't know. Maybe they got out somehow. Alright, so maybe putting the server on here will allow that to extract faster. That'd be cool. It can't keep up with production anyway, so... Did you hear that?
No, I've lost sound on Minecraft for some reason.
I just... there's the sound of a tool breaking because the axe in the farming station up there broke, and then this crafter created a new one and pumped it back up into the system. So, the farming station drops, obviously cuts the trees down, and the oak wood goes into this crafter and tops up this. And so whenever wooden axe is used out of this orange thing in the crafter, it creates a new one using those recipes. And then because the crafter's full of oak wood, then the spare oak wood goes into the redstone furnace and makes the charcoal for the power system.
Where's the cobblestone coming from?
Oh no, I put it in there because what happens is if you take that out, well I can take it out now because I clicked on the R button, which remembers the current items. So I take that out now, it won't autofill, but before I did that, it would just see these 3 lots of sticks. It created them basically instantly out of the oak wood that I put in there, and it would just fill up this whole 2 rows of in the blue box.
No, yep.
So I can take that out now that I've got the placeholders in place. It's sort of like the storage drawers where you lock the drawer and if you empty it out, it knows what was in there and doesn't let anything else in. Some cool stuff you can do, mate, in modern Minecraft.
No, I added a upgrade to that one. Alright, I'll be back.
User disconnected from your channel.
I mean, I could probably do this the more efficient way, but whatever. I've got sand in here yet. Sand. Diorite, definitely. Get rid of this. They must be full again. What's he done? Just add a bloody... Just what an obsidian upgrade. That's why I told him to put gold in there. It would have been easier. Storage. 2 times. 5 diamonds. 8. I don't know if you guys can hear that clearly, but that mana being produced is a little bit annoying. So what's next on the agenda? We've got two options here. We can start applied energistics, or we can go with refined storage. Refined storage is easier, and I believe that these destructor and constructors work a lot easier than the applied energistic equivalents, which would be handy for auto crafting things like the stone and the wood from Botanica, the living wood and living stone. I wonder if I'll speed up that. Let's try and make the next upgrade for the that's not it. Signalum Cryotheum dust. Oh, blitz powder, yeah, okay. We've got a blitz rod, so we can make one upgrade. And a fluid transposer. Interesting. Pulverizer. We can slow that farm down a bit, I think. We'll turn, we'll only have 1/4 of it, if I can get to it. So let's unlock these things. I'll lock them back again, so it's only making wood on 1/4. This wood here, 7. Let's do some mystical agriculture, I think. Mist ag. So to get started in mystical agriculture, we need the prosperity shards. The Infernium essence, I believe, because we need to create the crafting seeds to be able to make the where are we looking? These seeds. Okay, base crafting seeds. A lot of that would benefit from automation, so applied energistics, yeah, or refined storage. I don't know. I've got charge certus, so I can start AE. applied logistics. Where is the controller? Going blind. That's the energy acceptor. Oh, there it is. ME controller. So we need to get our processors running. So we need inscribers, which it's a charger. Inscribers. Right, so our pure fluids. Puddle of water. All right. And the crystal accelerators. Yeah. So we can't really get away from. There's no shortcuts to starting. We just need to get it done. So one charged Certus, one nether quartz, redstone dust in a puddle next to one another. So where are we going to set this up? We've got a fair bit of room back here. That'll be our storage drawer wall, which will go to there. I guess we could always get a system behind here. That will be easy to connect to storage drawer networks when we get the system up and running. So need to get a bucket of water. Place the torch and start buffering to. Okay. So what do we need? We needed our charge Certus 3 and 3. Let's see if we can make some of this. Yay! Unnatural achievement get. Inscribers. That's Fuchs crystal. That'll take a pure as well, I believe. Yeah, normal. Iron sticky pistons. So we've got some slime blocks, some cobble, wood. Don't want that sand there. Now lots of wood. Iron and redstone. 3 to get started, but I'm certainly going to have them more than one when I start to automate the stuff. So one will be enough to start. So we need to get power over here as well. I wonder if the Ender IO conduits will connect directly to those ducts. Just put some of these tools. Right, can't put a key there. Should better put it here. Yep. Yep, looks like it. Now, most of this is going to be removed when we get the A system up and running, because we will have all of the controllers and stuff here. So at the moment, let me just put power to there, and then when Demicon comes back, he can do whatever he wants with that. No, that sound stopped. I think my mana pool is full. No, I just run out of copper. Ah, because we changed that. But that doesn't, there shouldn't be any trees there. What's going on? I'll have to deal with those excess trees at some stage later. Okay. So first things first, we need to make the controller. So we need processors, need circuits. That's where our presses come in. So this is why we need the 4 inscribers, because the 4 inscribers, each one you put a press in. And I've got my subscribers here. I actually listened to myself. I turned the loop back on so I could hear myself talking, and I went, "Holy crap, that's a lot of static." And I was asking my brother, I said, "Does that sound loud to you?" He goes, "No." But he's wearing crappy headphones, so it might not be translating into his headphones properly. So I've been fine tuning during the day, and hopefully this is better. There is still static there. The problem is I can't turn the gain down a lot because then you can't hear my voice, even though I'm using a $200 microphone. It's annoying. Really annoying, actually. Because you turn it down where you can't hear the static, then you can't hear the voice. It's like, screw you, man. One. What am I missing? Oh, I haven't got enough iron. Could put these on the back wall actually, because then that would make more sense. Or maybe not. Wait a minute. Okay. Logic, engineering, silicon, calculation. Silicon is not really required because all that does is make silicon. And we can already make silicon in other ways. So I might just remove calculation. Yeah, it is a lot better. I find that I've got a lot of background noise in here anyway. My computer, when I rebuilt it, I made it quiet, but I've still got a server cabinet which makes a little bit of noise in the background. It's about 3 or 4 meters away. But when you've got a high gain microphone, it tends to pick up a little bit of that. I need a charger as well. And I can make that, just make that. Out of power. Looks like it. Oh. The downside. No power anywhere, therefore no production. So to make these circuits, it's just a matter of gold, iron, and then this Certus, but I don't know what that gets used for. Diamonds, gold, silicon. Automation is required very quickly because I don't like doing this stuff. It's just time consuming and annoys me. Engineering. So we need diamond in our engineering press. And then from there it is printed silicon as well. So where we've got some silicon, not much. That is supposed to be where our silicon press is. So it looks like I need 5 inscribers for automation, which is doable, I guess. Skystone blocks, pure fluix. So I need some more fluix crystals, and I think it's just let's just chuck some more quartz, redstone. Didn't finish charging, you idiot, because of my crystal, because of my magnetization ring. Seeds. Enchantments. Dragonite 16, hi, how are you? Yeah, not bad for a Sunday afternoon. I just ground all those up. I actually need 4 of them to make the controller. Oh well. Guess we just need to grow some. Need to make those seeds, so sand and fluix dust. Get some sand. Not take my ring off for this, otherwise I'll keep picking the stuff up before it finishes charging. Thank you very much. I don't think that's right. It's not right. Just need to pick up the sand. Just the crystals go into there. It should have a little bit of, there's an animation effect there. It shows you that they're growing. So we'll come back when they're finished. Still don't have, we've got all of our charcoal being pumped out of here and up into the mana generation, and it's neglecting the generators, which isn't ideal. You want it to go to the generators first and then go up to the mana farm, the Botania farm, to create mana. So the answer to that is to speed up the charcoal. Might be able to take this upgrade off. But I can't afford to make the Signalum upgrade for that yet. Because that needs all the fancy chirothium dust. Signalum ingots aren't bad. That's just silver, copper and redstone. But the chirothium dust can be made one way, and that's with the blitz powder. I can make 1 upgrade or 2 upgrades because I have got, where are we? I did have one of those rods. There, blitz rod. No, that won't do that. And a pulverizer, it'll make 4 from 1 instead of 2 from 1. Well, that's pretty easy to do. Let's do that. Get a pulverizer sorted out. So we get. Did I have any of those pistons left over? Nope. Piston in there. Where are we? Pulverizer. Need flint machine frame. some copper. Redstone reception coil. Don't have any gold. I'm running low on gold actually. Steal it from one of these other ones. Nope. 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 Alrighty. Signal them. Copper, silver, 10 redstone. Okay, so we're going to need a block or 40 redstone. So let's just get these. Three, 1, 10. So 3 copper, 1 silver, 10. So I should have some silver. 2, 3, 4. I wasn't signaling them. Yeah, good. Electrum gears, that's fine. Copper. Just get this copper here. Actually, was there a signalum? That's the substrate one. Alloy smelter, furnace.
User joined your channel.
Yo, nigger.
Hey,
Did you want to come over for Nazi Goring?
I don't know. Probably. Yeah, we can do that. I have to ask Chris.
Yeah, go scream it off.
No, I just sent her a message.
You lazy ass.
Dismissed. Four. Let's just go with 4. Those seeds should be done. What? Are
Oh, I'll check in a minute.
they even growing? 1%. Oh, I definitely need those crystal growth accelerators. That's a chamber. That's cool. I haven't seen one of those before. That's A2 stuff, that's why. Oh yeah, 4. So I need to get 5 of these. Well, let's just start off with 1. Except I don't have any crystals because I just trashed them all. Guess I could just make, yeah, let's make the seeds. Except I'll have the same problem. Go and eat something. Well, I'm assuming the electrum ingot is just this. Y for signalum. That should work. Are you there, mate? Niter. God. Saltpeter. I think I had some niter ore. Maybe I did not. Okay, so we need some niter. But in the meantime, what I'll do is I will break this I wonder if I can just drop the charcoal into a chest. And then just pull it straight back out again, so it creates a buffer. Yeah, let's do that. That could just be input blue. Oh, it's got to fill up with oak saplings as well, is it? Nice. That's because this is exporting. Shouldn't be putting oak saplings in there. That must have just been in this time that it was set to green before I changed it. Yeah, it looks like that's the case. I'll leave that in there because I can't be bothered stuffing around with it. It's probably going to be far easier for me to go and hunt for more quartz. Oh God, didn't even realise that this was still full from when I went down to the dungeon. Right. I just pulled those seeds out, you idiot. What was that? Time to mine. Redstone might not be a bad upgrade on this, I think. Haven't found any quartz yet. Yeah, gold. Got some lava, got some diamonds. My digger's almost broken, so we'll just go back up to the surface, clean up, and then I'm going to have to log off, guys, and won't be on until about, well, be on another 4 or 5 hours. Put this straight in here, I think. Just got to trash it all. Why not? Oh god, I picked these seeds up again. Brass. Bronze. Yeah, bronze. Bronze will repair this just fine. Chuck some more iron in there. That don't even seem to be growing. That's on, so that'll kick those out when it's done. Alright guys, thanks for watching the stream. Like I said before, we'll see in a couple of hours, probably 4 or 5 hours I'd say, and then I will stream again.